As soon as you saw Ricky come through the door and yell, "Lucy, I'm home!" well, you knew something hilarious was bound to transpire. That was just the way it always was in the Ricardo home. That's why everybody loved Lucy. And while the show was written for an American audience, it has since proven to have a universal appeal. In 1977, Desi Arnaz talked about the series' enduring global success in reruns.
It was a wonderful chemistry, and the thing that is interesting, because this might be a good thing to keep in mind when we have problems around the world, with different countries in the world. We don't understand the Latins too well, or the Russians, or the Chinaman. They don't understand us, whatever. Now, the show is in 72 countries around the world, and still is. It's dubbed in most languages, or all languages in the world. Now, they understand it. Now, that means that the people are the same all over the world. The real people, the basic people. I mean, regardless of who's the head of the country, of what their philosophy of government is, the people themselves have the same problems. The husbands and wives, the kids, the neighbors, the friends. I tell you a funny story about I saw a show dubbed in Japanese.
An I Love Lucy.
Right. And I was about a year ago I saw it. And, it's so funny to see Fred and Ethel and Rick and Lucy. And, you swear it's us talking Japanese. I knew darn well it wasn't. But they do a beautiful job. So now I asked the man from Japan who showed me the thing, I says, how do you handle the fact that Ricky speaks lousy English and Lucy makes fun of that, and that's part of the humor of the show? How do you handle it in Japanese? He says, so we got a guy to dub your voice who speaks lousy Japanese. Now, you never think of some guy speaking lousy Japanese, do you?
No, you don't.
You never think of a Japanese guy speaking with an accent? What I guess, people from Korea or some other place.
Well, I imagine they with regionalisms in the country.
They have their own thing. So that actually, it's taught us a lesson. And I wish, we could learn it more to stop wars and things, that people all over the world are the same, basically the same thing. They have the love, the hate, the fear, the jealousy, the friends. So it's wonderful that way.
Many people don't know that Desi Arnaz was not just one of the stars of I Love Lucy. He was the show's executive producer as well. He was also an innovative pioneer in the field of producing situation comedies. He created the concept of shooting television shows with several cameras at the same time, instead of just relying on one camera, like feature films, and shooting the same scene over and over from different angles. He felt comedy needed to be fresh to work, and that the only way to achieve that was to get it right from all angles at the same time. The concept became a staple of the television industry, and is still being used today. But back in 1951, it was unheard of, until...
So, out of left field, I said, all right, so we do it on film in front of an audience. William Paley, who's the head man of CBS, says, what is that? I said, well, what is that? He says, film in front of an audience. I said it, so I figure I say it again. He said, you know how to do that? I said, sure. My dad always used to say, if you read the book, nothing faced him, had a big problem. He says, there must be a way. So I figured there must be a way of doing it.
You'll hear more about that in segment 3 with Desi Arnaz. In the meantime, got a favorite I Love Lucy moment or episode? Tell us about it. Post your comments on the RerunIt.com audience page. Look for the link on your screen. If you like listening to our interview clip with Desi Arnaz, listen to it again. Some things are worth repeating here on RerunIt.com. And don't forget to check out our interview clips with some of your other favorite stars as well. From Los Angeles, I'm Brad Lemack. Thanks for listening in.